Today I decided to combine two of my favorite things, which are Polaroid pictures and hand embroidery together. This is our cat Nico, who passed away earlier in the year, and I decided that I was going to use this picture of her in an embroidery hoop, and I wanted to make some photo corners out of felt, some colorful felt, because she was such a vibrant gal, so full of life. So to begin, I'm going to kind of measure a triangle out. I want to leave a little bit of a seam allowance for the area that I'm going to be sewing. And I'm going to cut these triangles out in 4 different colors that I want to use for the photo corners. So I'm going to do blue, pink, green, and yellow for mine. And we're just going to do a little snipping of those. Try to get them roughly about the same size, but they can be as big or as small as you'd like, as long as you leave a little bit of that seam allowance on the edge. Now that I have my corners, I'm going to mark using a Fixon pen just about where I would like this to be in the hoop. I'm going to have mine be pretty centered, so I'm just going to go ahead and mark that. And now I'm going to start to sew on the photo corners. I'm going to put my picture in there just a little bit so I can make sure the seam allowance is where I want it to be. And then I'm going to hold it in place with my thumb and begin a running stitch to secure the felt to my fabric. And again, this is called running stitch. We're going to make one stitch, skip a little bit of space, and then just alternate coming back up and down across where we want to sew. And then when I reach the end, I'm just going to go ahead and flip the hoop over, and we're going to secure it on the back. You're just going to run your needle underneath some of the stitches on the back, and you can do this multiple times to make sure it's really secured. You can knot around the floss as well. I like to do it generally about 3 to 4 times just to make sure everything is really solid, and then tie a knot for good measure, and then just snip off the extra. Then you're going to do that with the other corners as well, making sure to only do 2 of the sides because you want to be able to actually fit your photo inside of the felt corners. This has been a really fun project for the day. I think it's a really nice way to add a nice pop of color to the house, and it's a really good introductory sewing project as well. This is very quick to complete, and it's a very simple stitch to learn. So just highly recommend it, especially if you're just starting out. Now that I'm finished, I'm going to go ahead and trim away a little bit of the extra bits of fabric. So I have like about an inch, inch and a half circle around, and I'm going to perform another running stitch using a very long piece of thread all the way around the entire excess fabric of the hoop. And once you've completed that, you get the most satisfying part of the embroidery. Pull on one end of the string and bring all the fabric towards the middle, tie a knot, and you can leave it like this if you would like, or you can secure a piece of felt to the back. I do have a video on that as well if you would like to look up how to do that. But today, I think that's where I'm going to leave it. Love you, Nico.